All right, so can you see my foggy lights? So basically it's gotten to the point where I'm driving at night with my long lights on because it's so opaque. So what I've done is put some painter's tape around here. I'm going to use sandpaper to scrape off all this like burnt yellow thing on here. So I'm going to use 3 different type of sandpaper. And then I bought some materials to be able to buff this and make it shiny and new again. So let's see what happens. All right, so I have 600 sandpaper and like a little holder here so I can kind of put in 1,000. So I had them soaking in water this whole time. So about 5 minutes before I started, I already had the sandpaper in water. I was just kind of let this dry and set. And then we'll come back to it with the chemicals I'm going to put in here to go ahead and buff all this out. So I'm going to let this dry for a bit, okay? Alright, so now that this is dry, we're going to put heavy duty compound on it. So my YouTube tutorial said was just make sure this is dry, and it is. It's dry. I'm looking ugly, but we're going to kind of lubricate this. That's what they said to do. With the compound. On the YouTube video, they already took off the painter's tape, but I'm just going to leave it on because I don't trust myself. They were professionals and I'm not. Does that look good and lubricated? Should do more. That looks good, right? Okay. This machine?
A buffer?
A buffer machine with the buffering pad, okay? And then what they recommended was for it to be at like 1900 RPMs. So I'm going to do the first lowest level first just to kind of warm this up a bit. I'm going to take it to the 1900 RPMs here. Let's see. Right, round 2 of compound, right? So round 2 of this one. Then we'll go ahead. So apparently what they told me was the first round, the headlights kind of absorb the compound. So this one is the one that's going to really kind of work. So let's get to it. Leaps and bounds, looking better than the other one already. Alright, so now we're going to go in with our machine polish here. And put that in there. This one only needs like 1 round, but is that enough? I want this to polish. I want this to shine. Okay. Alright. So the machine polish is just 1 round. Now we're gonna go with. Alright, last step is the Glassworks Ultimate Glaze. So this is like a gloss enhancer. So let's get this one on. I just checked, it doesn't have, oh it does have. I ain't gonna fight with that right now. Alright, there we go.
It's the Windex of headlights.
Is it? That's what it is?
I mean,
the Windex of headlights. And then they use the same polishing pad on it. So don't need to change this out. So still with this one. I'll do one more round.
Shatters glass.
Oh. But again, I mean, it's not brand new, but it's not my looking brand new compared to what my other one looks like. Like, hell yeah, I feel like we can see at night. And I don't have to use my long lights.
No, it looks good. Like,
right?
When you stand in front of it, it's like, yeah.
All right. So just so you have an idea what has been achieved with this. So this is what my headlights were looking like. And I turned on the lights at night. I needed to use the long lights because I could barely see. And then with what I've done so far, here we go. So definitely can see the difference. But if I stand here, let's see if you can see that difference there. All right, see how opaque, you can barely see that there's bulbs in there, but over here you can see. So, okay, so this is leaps and bounds better than the way it looked. That was the first one I did. This is the second one I did. And yeah, I feel like I graduated and I was able to restore